Hey guys, this is Anthony from MSMD Perceptions Video and Photo. Right now we're at Treasure Coast CrossFit and we're getting ready to do a photo shoot with Taylor.
I'm Taylor Snow. I'm a motocross racer here in Florida. You can check me out on my Instagram at tsnow14. We're ready to get some shots in.
Okay, awesome. So let me tell you a little bit about our setup. We want to get really dramatic, edgy type lighting. We're going for like the Joel Grimes type look. If you don't know who that is, we might link you in the description. I might not. You might have to look it up yourself. But we're using the A7 III today. We're shooting RAW, so we have more flexibility in editing the photos in post. We have the Godox X2T trigger, and then we have 3 lights set up. So our light in the back, we have the Flashpoint XPLOR 600, and that's on group A. We actually have 3 groups going on right now. So that's group A. The second XPLOR 600 is group B, and then we have the Godox 862 speed light on group C. So technically the 2 backlights could be on the same group, but I just wanted to have complete control. I have the ability to do, like 5 different channels, so why not have that control if I have the ability to? Even though the backlights, like I said, probably will be at the same intensity. And what I also did, if you take a look at this, these lights are normally balanced to daylight, which is around 5,600 Kelvin. And we want that harsh, edgy type lighting, so if I could get this thing off. Okay. We want that edgy, harsh kind of lighting for the back to give it a dramatic look. So that's why we're just using the cone reflector, and we have just like the standard diffuser that comes with it. But these are normally white balanced at around daylight 5,600, 5,500, plus or minus 200. And then we have this gel here. This is CTB, color temperature blue. This is the half filter from the Rosco pack. So we have it on this one, and we also have a gel on that light as well. And the reason we have that is just to cool down these backlights a little bit. The reason we want to cool down these backlights is to give a little bit of separation, but also we might be warming up the images in post. So if we do that, then these lights will look nice and white once we're shooting. And then so for our speed light, we have it on a speed light adapter bracket back here. And then the front of the light, we have a 36-inch octabox, and we have a grid on it. So we have it close and up front, so it's going to fill in her face, but we have it nice and dim, so it's just going to be a very gentle, very soft fill. And we have the light close. The closer we have the light, the more contrast we're going to create, but also the softer images. And the grid will help focus the light to where we want it to go. And it's also going to cut some of the intensity of the light down. In terms of our photography settings, our shutter speed is at 1/250th of a second. We can go higher if we want because we do have high-speed sync. But at 1/250th of a shutter, it's good enough to cut out the fluorescence from above, and we close the garage doors in the gym so we don't have a lot of daylight coming in, so we're pretty controlled right now. Our f-stop is at f5.6. We're using the Sigma 24-70 2.8 art lens, but the reason we're at 5.6 just to get sharper images. The maximum aperture is 2.8, but anytime you double the maximum aperture, you're going to get the sharpest images from that lens due to refraction. So, and we don't really need depth of field because we're just shooting in a gym and the background's going to be pretty dark anyway. So depth of field isn't super important to us. And our ISO is at 160 because we want to have cleaner images. But I also don't want to have to put the speed light all the way up to full power just to conserve battery and whatnot. So 160, you're still going to get like perfectly clean images. And in terms of the light intensity, the 2 XPLOR 600s are currently at 1/32nd power, and the Godox Speedlight is at 1/8 power. So what I'm going to do is just turn the lights off. The modeling lamps are still on, but I'll just turn the actual strobe capability off and take a test shot here. Okay, and then we'll look at that test shot. And it's pretty much completely dark. You basically see nothing, which is what we want. So we're just checking that we killed the ambient light for the most part. So now I'm gonna turn the strobes back on, and all 3 should be firing. So look this way, Taylor, please. Cool. And then we take our shot, and this is what we're getting.
Awesome. Wow.
Cool.
It's unbelievable.
Right now, we're pretty happy with this light. The client's pretty happy with this light. So we can start shooting. We're gonna be taking a couple of shots, maybe just on the stool that I brought. We're gonna take a couple shots like clean and jerk with like the barbell and maybe do some kettlebells and whatever else. What I want you to do is just turn your body that way. Good, okay, cool. Good, and keep looking this way. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Good, awesome. And tilt your head a drop this way. Good, okay. Chin down a little. Nice. All right, so we did most of our test shots and we got the light pretty much to where we want them to be. And now what we're gonna do is spray her down with some glycerin. So this is just a mixture of 50-50. It's 50% water, filtered water, and 50% glycerin. So the glycerin helps the water to bead up and not to drip so much, so it's gonna look like sweat on her skin. And the glycerin you could get at pretty much any supermarket, CVS, Walgreens, something like that. And we have the cloth just in case we overspray a little bit so we could wipe it down, but also to block her eyes, because when we spray it around her eyes, obviously we don't want to get it in her eyes. And glycerin, I think it's just vegetable-based stuff. I did ask her before this if she has any allergies, sensitivities, anything like that. She confirmed she didn't. So, you know, you don't want to give someone an allergic reaction or any type of reaction, breakout in hives or whatever at the shoot. I'm just gonna shield your eyes, just stand there. Close your lips. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, and then we're just doing a little bit in all these areas. Right now, like, if you could see her skin, if you could get a close-up of that, like, she's glistening. Like, this looks great. I'm just gonna spray your midriff a little bit. Good.